Hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode from the FamilyCraft server. How's everyone doing? Right, let's get on with today's episode. I have been doing something, you may have noticed it in a couple of my previous episodes, but obviously you haven't seen it at all. And I think it's time I showed you what I've been doing. I have been building myself a base. And obviously you all know that I've chosen this mushroom island as my base, but I've also been very careful not to show you what's actually in front of me over there, and I think it's time that I did. So let's spin the camera around, and here we go. This is the base that I've been building. Now, you may go ooh and ah, but this actually isn't my design. If I let's pillar up a little so you can see it. There you go. This actually isn't my design, but it still needs an awful lot of work. The design is by Executioner. And this design was showcased in one of Corralis's videos, and I will put the link to that down in the description, and I'll try and get a link on the end of this video as well. So yeah, I thought I'd show you around how much of it I have done. Obviously it's taken quite a lot of work to get to this stage. But let's see what's happening. This scaffolding obviously will go. So outside, my little work area over here, but you've got the seating, this little balcony, and then we go into what would be the living area. This mushroom will be going. There's supposed to be rug here, but you've got the fireplace in. There's a little balcony up there, and windows leading out onto the balcony bit there. Lots of bookshelves. There will be a picture up here that I haven't put in yet. Then we've got the kitchen, which has no ceiling yet. I've put the floor down. I've built the cooking area. Through here, as you'll see in the video if you watch it, this is what is referred to as a butler's pantry. That's it. This is the dining room, but there's no table and chairs yet, and I haven't actually finished the wall. This is the entrance area, and obviously the front door there, the front of the house. We've got the stairs going up, and I've built this balcony in the middle. Obviously haven't finished up here at all. There will be several bedrooms over in this direction, none of which have been built yet. And if we go back downstairs, there's the stairs leading down, which don't go anywhere yet. And this is another part of the house completely unbuilt. I've been started on this bit. The only other bit that I have built or started to build is the garage. I've got the little storage room here, which I actually made one wider than it should have been. But yeah, there's supposed to be a car pretty much where I'm standing. Garage continues that way with garage doors 1, 2, 3. And yeah, this house, when it's finished, is going to look absolutely awesome. But it's a lot of building work and a lot of watching Corralis's video, pausing the video for a couple of seconds, and copying what's in the video, and then skipping the video forward another couple of seconds and copying that. It's not the easiest way to build a base, but I thought it looked awesome in the video, and I thought I want that, so I'm copying from the video. Some of you may see it as cheating, but believe me, it's not. It would be far easier for me to build my own base, and I don't think I would have done something quite this large and ambitious, but it also wouldn't have been quite this awesome. But having started building this, there are a few minor issues that I have discovered. The one in the video was quite obviously built in creative. I don't have creative, I have survival. And building this in survival is quite difficult because, as you can see, there are anvils absolutely everywhere. There are anvils in every part of this build. We've got them all along the outside, and I think at the moment I'm up to about 150 anvils that I've used in this build. And yeah, you work out how much iron that needs. 150 anvils. Really? We're looking at stacks of iron blocks have gone into this build. And I have had some very kind donations, mostly from Signum, who has helped me get a lot of these anvils. But I've also done an awful lot of iron mining to get enough iron. But then the lights are all beacons. And I started building this and I was like, there's a beacon for a light. That's nice. But I'm going to need another one here, another one here, another one here, and one in every single room of the house. In some rooms there are more than one. And yeah, I'm realising I've kind of bitten off more than I can chew with this build. But I'm going to finish it. I will put in all of these beacons. I reckon I probably need about 30 beacons. As I said, I've already put in over 150 of these anvils. And I still need more. If we go back down and look outside, the anvils go all the way along the bottom, but not in this gap, because that's the entrance to the door. And the downstairs swimming pool is in there. But yeah, anvils all along here that I haven't even made the anvils yet. Obviously need to finish this floor as well. But yeah, there is one issue that I have discovered, which is that part of this build overlooks the ocean. And of course, just here, this isn't mushroom biome anymore, this is ocean biome. Mushroom biome is unique in that mobs don't spawn there, which is great when you're building a house. Not so great if it goes over ocean biome and you don't realise and you start getting creepers spawning, which is what's happened to me. If I go back up, taking one of the many paths that I've got up, but we'll take this one. That's my main path to get up into the house, and we go outside the front door. Yep, this is imported grass, but over in this corner you can see I've got a lot of torches down, because this is all ocean biome. If we look at F3, yeah, we're now in deep ocean biome. So mobs spawn here, which causes a minor issue, but yeah, I'll have to deal with it. I have to put some torches down, which means that it's not going to be quite like the original build. Yeah, these podzol little garden areas, we've all had to have imported podzol. This podzol doesn't spread. If I put a dirt block there, that will never become podzol, ever. The grass I was able to get to spread. Some of this is imported grass blocks. In fact, a lot of it was imported grass blocks. But I've also been putting down dirt blocks next to it. But of course, if I put a dirt block there, it might become grass, it might become mycelium. So I've been making large areas of dirt, letting grass and mycelium spread into it, and then breaking the mycelium. And replacing it with dirt. So eventually it all becomes grass. It's a long, tedious way of doing it, but that's what I've been doing. And I think the effect looks quite nice with the grass next to the mycelium there. I will be spreading this right round the house, but at the moment it is what it is. So now you've seen the build, I suggest you watch Corrales' video, and yeah, have a look at how awesome it will be when it's finished. Unfortunately, I don't have any time lapses of me building this. I just kind of went ahead and did it. But I do think it's looking pretty cool. I'm hoping that there aren't any areas that I can't build because they're not on the video. And if that happens, then I guess I'll just have to wing it and make it up and try and make it look like the rest of the house. But at the moment, everything you see here has been copied block for block from the video. And the house itself is it's huge. I mean, who builds a house with like windows that high? I can hardly touch the top of the window. I'm 2 meters high. That window is like 6 meters up to there. 6 meters. Who has 6 meter windows on the front of their house? Not many people. But the effect is awesome. I do like it. It just feels a little, the scale feels a little off. I feel like I'm a small child running around a big house. But yeah, let me know what you think of the house down in the comment section, and we'll move on to something else. It's a snowman! So last time we saw a time lapse of my journey through the Nether to the mushroom biome. This time I thought we'd see a time lapse of the same journey, but this time by Nether Metro. So let's speed this up a bit. This journey would normally take just over 3 minutes, but we're going at about triple the normal speed here, so this time lapse is only about a minute long. As you can see, the walls are decorated with a block indicating which Nether Metro line you're on. In this case, the red mushroom blocks for the mushroom biome line. The Nether Metro lines are built just below the bedrock layer, mostly because building tunnels is easier than pillaring out over large lava lakes where gas can shoot you off. It also means that the lines are clearly visible on the dynamic map, and by leaving an air gap above the mushroom blocks, the line colour is also seen on the map. Now we're coming to the end of the line, and I thought we'd head over to take a look at Tombot's mob farm next. Here we go. So here I am over at Tombot's mob farm. All the mobs spawn up there. It's quite a simple mob farm. I believe it's Ilmango's design, where it has a number of observer blocks running through a central pillar, and that central pillar has dispensers filled with water buckets around the edge, and that pushes all the mobs out to the edge. They fall onto this layer, which then pushes them all back to the middle, and they fall down to here where they die. The hoppers collect their drops and puts them into this chest, or these 3 chests. Obviously, for this to work, you need to AFK here for a while. Let's go up there and have a look, shall we? There you go. This layer here prevents the light from getting to the rest of the farm. And you can see the rest of the farm below. You can just see the water there has just been triggered. So I don't know if mobs will spawn while I'm here. I don't know if I'm too close. Certainly for the top few layers I would be. But all the mobs get pushed into this collection area and then sent back to the middle, and the water flows every few seconds. I assume that the AFK spot's up there, but I don't see how you're supposed to get up there. There's no ladder on this central spike, so I don't know. It's a bit odd. Yeah, let's fly past and see each layer there. Bad flying, wow. We'll go back down to the bottom. Okay. And yep, all the mobs drop down here. They die from fall damage onto these hoppers, and all their drops go into the chests. At the moment, there's not a huge amount in there. It looks like we've had a witch die in there, interestingly. It looks like Tombot's been compressing all of the bones into bone blocks, but it looks like he's recently taken everything out. He said he's got a double chest of gunpowder now. It's completely full of gunpowder. So we've got gunpowder for days, which is awesome. I've had a couple of stacks from here, which is how I've got these fireworks, and I've got flight duration 3 on them. But that's just a personal preference. You don't have to have flight duration 3, but it does mean that I can get up higher. And to be honest, 3 flight duration 1 rockets seem to get you further than 1 flight duration 3. There's not a huge amount of difference between flight duration 3 and flight duration 1, as far as I can tell. So I don't know if I'll be making any more flight duration 3. I might stick with flight duration 1, it's cheaper on the gunpowder. Yeah, you can hear the mobs dying. As I said, very simple farm. I'll see if I can find Ilmango's video, and I'll pop the the link to that down in the description as well, so you can have a look for yourself, see how this works. Okay, let's move on. And I'm afraid that that's all we've got time for this time. So please rate, comment, like, subscribe, and I look forward to seeing you all next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.